What if I told you, in 2025, the world spent $3 trillion on oil, and almost every single barrel was paid for in one secret currency? Not because the dollar is the strongest, not because it's the most stable, but because of a hidden deal struck in the Saudi desert in 1974. This is the untold story of the petrodollar, the most powerful financial system you were never taught in school, and the one that quietly keeps America on top. Chapter 1. The Day the Dollar Lost Its Gold. August 15, 1971. President Richard Nixon appears on national television and drops a bombshell. I have directed the Secretary of the Treasury to suspend the convertibility of the dollar into gold. For 25 years, the dollar had been the king of the world under the Bretton Woods system, backed by America's gold. Any country could walk up and say, "Give me my gold." But America had been printing dollars like crazy to fund wars and programs. Gold reserves were running out. Countries started demanding their gold back, so Nixon slammed the door shut. The dollar was now backed by nothing but trust, and trust was running low. Chapter 2. The Oil Weapon. October 1973. Egypt and Syria launch a surprise attack on Israel, the Yom Kippur War. America rushes in with weapons to support Israel. In retaliation, OPEC, led by Arab oil nations, unleashes its ultimate weapon, oil. They slash production. They embargo the United States. Oil prices explode from $3 to nearly $12 a barrel overnight. Gas stations run dry. Lines stretch for blocks. America is suddenly staring at a currency with no gold and an oil crisis it can't control. Chapter 3. The Secret Desert Deal. Enter Henry Kissinger. He flies to Saudi Arabia with a simple but genius offer. Your Majesty, you're sitting on the biggest oil reserves on Earth, but also in the middle of a very dangerous neighborhood. Here's the deal. Sell your oil only in US dollars. Take the extra dollars and recycle them back into American Treasury bonds and banks. In return, we give you military protection, weapons, and make sure no one touches Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia agrees in 1974. Within a year, the rest of OPEC follows. Just like that, the petrodollar was born. Chapter 4. The Money Recycling Machine. Here's how the system actually works. 3 brutal steps. Every country needs dollars to buy oil. Japan, Germany, India, China. If you want oil, first buy dollars. Instant global demand for the US currency. Oil countries get flooded with dollars. Saudi Arabia and others can't spend it all at home, so they recycle the money back into US Treasury bonds and American markets. America uses that money to fund itself. Cheap borrowing, low interest rates, massive deficits. The same dollars that buy oil end up financing the US military, that protects the oil fields, that keep the oil flowing. A perfect self-reinforcing loop. America doesn't even need to own the oil. It just needs the world to keep buying it with dollars. Chapter 5. The Ultimate Superpower. Sanctions. The real power? Sanctions. The dollar isn't just money. It's the entire global financial internet. Get cut off from it, and your economy basically goes dark. Any country that steps out of line can be frozen out overnight. Chapter 6. The Countries That Dared to Rebel. 2000. Saddam Hussein announces Iraq will sell oil in euros instead of dollars. 3 years later, Iraq is invaded. Oil sales go back to dollars. 2011. Muammar Gaddafi pushes a gold-backed African currency to replace the dollar in oil trade. NATO intervenes. Gaddafi is gone. The plan dies with him. 2018. Venezuela, with the world's largest oil reserves, tries a crypto workaround to dodge sanctions. US ramps up pressure, blocks tankers, and in 2026 captures Maduro. American companies move in to rebuild the oil fields. The message was clear. Challenge the dollar, and the empire strikes back. Chapter 7. Cracks in the Empire. 2025. Reality. Then came 2022. Russia invades Ukraine. America freezes $300 billion of Russia's reserves and kicks them out of SWIFT. That scared every country holding dollars. China starts dumping US treasuries and buying record gold. Russia and China settle trade in yuan and rubles. Brazil, India, Saudi Arabia begin deals in their own currencies. Even Saudi Arabia publicly says it's open to selling oil in currencies other than the dollar. dollar's share of global reserves has dropped from 72% to under 58%. Central banks are hoarding gold like never before, and 1 in 4 cars sold globally in 2025 is now electric, meaning the world is slowly getting less dependent on oil itself. Chapter 8. So, is the petrodollar finally breaking? The machine is still running strong. The dollar still dominates 88% of foreign exchange. No single rival comes close. But for the first time in 50 years, it has real competition. Not one big enemy, 1,000 small cracks. The petrodollar didn't just make the dollar king, it made the entire world economy dance to America's tune. The real question is, how much longer will the music keep playing? So, tell me in the comments, do you think the petrodollar system is unbreakable, or is it finally starting to crack? If you want more mind-blowing stories about money, power, and the hidden systems that run the world, smash that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications. This was just the beginning.